Alright guys, we got some JJK playing here now. I just wanted something playing in the background. But basically, the point that I want to make is literally the only reason I quit JJK, and I didn't even really quit JJK. You just saw me log into my old account. It was just more like I really hated fighting against that VPN every day. So if y'all don't know, there's a VPN called, this is like Inception because I'm literally sitting beside myself. There's like a VPN called VPN Spider. And it is the only VPN for whatever damn reason that works with JJK. I've tried other VPNs that literally have not worked. If they work for you, like, that's cool and all. They do not work for me. So that is a 1,000,000% true statement. Other VPNs can work, but not for the dead man. So, literally, every time I try to play JJK Phantom Parade, VPN Spider worked at first. You know, for initial download. I mean, honestly, I feel like that's how all VPNs work that are free. You get the VPN, you download it, you use it. It works exceedingly well for the first time, and then afterwards, it becomes really choppy out of nowhere all of a sudden. You're just like, all right, bro, thanks for using our VPN for one day. You trying to give us money now? Like, that's what it felt like. And till this day, the only VPN I still see working is literally, what am I doing in the video? The only VPN that I see working is VPN Spider still. So let's log in here. Where was I at? So I saw my level that I'm at currently in the game. I'm actually at level 47 right now from the last time that I was playing. And the reason why I say I didn't really quit is because every now and then I will log back in and play, but it's like, oh, it doesn't show my level yet. Every now and then I will log back in and play, but oh wow, you can't even see my level. I think I was level 23, anywhere from 23 to 27 right here. But literally, it got to a point where trying to get into the game took me fighting the VPN for like 10 minutes. That's not a joke. Do I look like I'm joking? It took me, and I couldn't have been level 23 right here because my AP is only 20. But it would take me like 20 minutes to try to connect to the game after a certain point, after a certain degree. And I used to stream it. I literally had to stop streaming it because me trying to stream it, 20 minutes of the stream is just dead air because I'm just over here trying to connect to the damn VPN. That is the most annoying thing in the world. We have such a good game, and I had to jump through extra hoops that are, because like, bro, think about BCM, as poorly maintained as it was by its development company. Once you use the VPN to sign in, which it worked with any VPN, once you use the VPN to sign in, you literally did not need the VPN anymore. Even if you deleted the game and got back into the game, if you linked your account, since you already got past that initial step, you did not need a VPN anymore. Yet I had to fight consistently and battle with this VPN day in and day out. But the really good thing about what I'm saying is, that's the only problem I have with the game. That was a reroll ticket right there. But literally, if the only thing that I have to say about the game that's bad is that is a sign that you should play the game. I believe that if you are curious about something, because think about it, you're watching me right now talk about this. If you are interested enough in something to look up information on it, then, you know, you shouldn't be looking up a should you play video. You know you want to play. The answer is simple. Try it. Try it. Duh. That's the only thing that you can do. How are you going to let my experience of the game, like, completely determine your experience? That just doesn't work. Why? Because we've both grown up on a different set of experiences, and we're not going to be exactly the same person. As of right now, you can pre-download, get into the game, download all the data so that when the game actually releases, it'll probably lower the amount of data you need to download from like hella to like a little bit. And I'm just super cautious now because I play this game with the VPN, and because of the VPN, I've had to download every update really fucking slow. But now we have the global version. VPN, bye-bye. The Spider VPN curse thrown away. And another thing that I want to tell you guys, when this game first dropped, they did not plan to make a global version of this game, but the game did so exceedingly well, they said, damn, we kind of don't have a choice because other people are waiting for this. We'll have a video about summon animations and stuff. That's just a regular ass summon animation. Well, the worst summon animation is usually punching without cursed energy on his hand. The best summon animation is usually doing a black flash. And then the animation that you just saw with his cursed energy, that's just like a basic animation. I believe you can get fake outs in this game. I think I've gotten one before. Like, you literally have to sift through my channel to kind of find, because I used to live stream JJK. I didn't make videos on JJK. I think I made one or planned to make one or something like that. But basically, the thing with JJK was, the game was so fun that I literally did not know what the skills were doing. I did have an idea, but that's because I'm cool with Slug, Lord Slug. If y'all don't know Lord Slug, check out his channel, bro. It felt almost obscure. It felt almost like the VPN thing. I feel like they didn't want people outside of Japan really to play it all, because they were just like, yo, we're not trying to make this for anybody outside of Japan. But then it felt like there was a really big global demand for it, I guess, and they were just like, well, fuck it. We couldn't stop them anyway. But end of the day though, I think actually this is Gojo. This is Gojo right here, because I kept getting blessed and I kept getting like 1 billion copies of Gojo. My Gojo, I'm so upset that their game is on maintenance right now, because I really wanted to log in and show y'all. Like, my Gojo is like level, what's the max level right now? 127 or something? My Gojo is like at least level 120, I think. He has like 3 duplicates. Like, my Gojo's ridiculous. And I'm gonna have a separate video talking about what characters you should be looking for at the start of the game, what characters I'm gonna personally be waiting for to come out in the game, and just like tips and tricks, anything of that nature, right? But the game is great, the game is wonderful. One of the biggest concerns that I think people had about the game was the animations and stuff, and like, yes, even though it is 2D, I'm not gonna lie, I think that all the art still look good. Like, even though that's 2D, I think that looks really good. Like, it looks really HD. When I'm in the fights and they're doing the when they're doing the battles against NPCs and shit, it's like, I really like the thing where you can combo ultimates pretty much between 2 different sorcerers, and it does like this crazy effect where one of them does pretty much is trying to mimic the time that Yuji and Nobara hit that double black flash on the Cursed Wound Brothers, and it looks really cool every time they do it. So the animations, while they are 2D, these guys actually do put in that effort. And another thing about the game is, I always love a game where you can take the lowest type of rarity of character and always boost them up to the max potential. Because you gotta think, after you work on all the, like, say you work on all the SSRs, obviously you would be a sweat to do that, to work on every single SSR in the game and actually get them all maxed out to a point where you had the leisure to work on your SRs and then your rares, like I did on BCM pretty much, right? Everybody's not trying to do that, but for people who are trying to do that, it's good that they have the option to do that. This game, I feel like, is very, they know how to pace themselves, 1. 2, they actually do give you a lot of currency to summon. I used to be under the impression that they do not give you a lot of currency to summon. Bullshit. I just summoned on everything, expecting to get like all these characters and everything. But you gotta think, you gotta save your summons, because you need specific characters, you need specific like pages here, and also this game feels like obviously dupes help, but low key, dupes feel very I don't want to say underpowered or not useful, because they are very useful, but dupes feel like you actually have a choice. In BCM, you do not have a choice. If you want the full kit, dupes. In Dokkan, you do not have a choice. If you want 100% rainbow unit, dupes. In Grand Cross, if you want a maxed out ultimate, you do not have a choice, dupes. All right, cool. In this game, you can max out all the skills without getting dupes for a character. The dupes give extra stats, of course, and they do give extra passives, of course, but the difference in between this and BCM is that this game, the extra passives that you get obviously are going to help the character, but they don't feel like that gigantic of an impact. I don't feel like they're like a kit specialized type of passive. I feel like they're just like a general extra passive that makes the character a little better. And I could be remembering incorrectly, but in BCM, you have to get 2 dupes to make sure that you can unlock a passive that is a super specific part of the kit that functionally makes the character kind of useless. If you don't have that part of the kit, then you need 3 more duplicates to get the full iteration of that, right? And it's just like I don't have a choice in that. I have to get those dupes. I have to get 100% on Dokkan. Like, this game, the dupes actually are not your biggest concern. Literally just follow the basic character growth, literally go through the story mode, literally make sure that you have access to the stage that you need to farm materials to limit break your characters, because I can tell you right now, in my personal opinion, limit breaking characters and getting them to them higher levels and leveling up their skills has done so much more for me. And I really do gotta get a video, kind of like with tips and tricks and stuff like that. It'll probably take a few days after the game comes out, because I gotta get my feet wet on the global version now that I actually know and can read what I'm doing. But it's a great time. And also, not to mention, Y'all remember when I was playing BCM heavily, y'all remember that I said no other games, I must cut them out. Like, I cut out Grand Cross, I basically cut out Dokkan, I cut out all these other games. JJK came out, I was playing that shit, no problem. Wasn't even thinking about it. I wasn't even thinking that JJK's game I got cut out. Like, I was like, I'm cool with this. Matter of fact, when I was playing Dokkan back in the day, I was like, okay, I was playing Dokkan and Grand Cross. Those are my two games. One game that is intense investment, Grand Cross. Because, you got to pay attention to your turns and stuff. People are stronger than you. If you want a fighting chance to come back, then you really got to lock in and build your characters a certain way and build your teams a certain way and make sure that you're paying attention, right? Dokkan, bubble pop. Simple, no thought to it, right? So this was my simple game, and BCM was my my pay attention game, my actually lock in and actually play game, right? And then eventually this game kind of came on that same level, because this game is a lot of farming for sure, because they drop a lot of events. Let me play this some more and see if we get back to the home screen. But they drop a lot of events in this game. Like, that's another thing. They drop events at a frequency to which you are always glad that they did it, and you're never overwhelmed by it. You remember the first month of BCM when they dropped Battle Gigas and Prakidna, and they had final episodes, and they had all these different, like, they had the Tower of Challenge, the original iteration of, like, Tower of Challenge, like, all this stuff, and everybody cried to their mom because they couldn't get access to, this is a very important screen. Everybody cried because they couldn't get everything done, and then BCM stopped doing all that stuff, and then it never was the fucking same. Yeah, none of that shit in this game. They drop an event, and it's like their events are just easy to maintain. Alright, hop into the event. There's a main little storyline to it. I went through the main storyline. Thank you for the rewards while doing the storyline. Thank you for the summon currency with every mission that I'm doing. Alright, cool. After I finish all the missions, there's a series of boss fights that I can farm every single day, and I can get currency to clean out this shop. That's like ticket. Like, dude, the rewards that they give you in this game are they are literally they're robbing themselves pretty much. Billy Games, Billy, they're robbing themselves. Let's be real. Fanfara? Is it Fanfara or is it Billy? I think it's Billy. But they are literally like basically robbing themselves for you to benefit, and like you just benefit. Like, it's great, dude. I wish I was in my account actually. I'm gonna try to open it up again over here on the side while I'm talking, but it feels good when you work on a character, because you can really see, some characters you work on, you use them, they still feel like shit unless you have this, or unless you have that, or unless you use them with this, or unless you use them with that, right? In this game, I can feel the strength of the characters going up individually as I work on them. As weird as that sounds, you're thinking, Deadman, of course when you level up a character, you can see they got stronger, but that shows in different ways. In some ways are more obvious than others. Like, obviously, for instance, you work on a healer, they're gonna have more HP when they get hit. They're gonna have, say you use a healer who's not really that worked on in any type of game, and when they're getting hit, they're dying or nearly dying because you don't have that great gear set on them, or you haven't done their potential system, or however your game system works, right? Once you fully work on that healer and actually get them maxed out and get them the gear or get them their potential and stuff, all of a sudden they're going from getting one tapped in events to, they have half a health bar left from taking a really big hit from a really dangerous boss, right? That is very clear growth of a character. But what is even clearer growth of a character? A DPS character who hits somebody and does some damage, versus a DPS character who hits somebody in one-shots. It's very clear to see, and I feel like I see a jump that obvious. Like, there's no mistake. Like, I can't even tell if they got better or anything. You can tell every time. There are some characters that are kind of like mid, but I mean, it's cool. And another thing that I really like, I was very, very interested. Now, I kind of stopped playing consistently before they released domains, but I know that they have free-to-play characters that you can farm in the game, dude. I don't remember the last time I've seen that. Grand Cross? No. Grand Cross doesn't have a free-to-play character anymore that you can grind up all the way to max. They used to do that with really old campaigns. Like, I remember the Slime Rimuru, you could do that. The Blue Aaron, you could do that, right? But they don't do that kind of shit anymore. And to be fair, eventually JJK could not do that anymore, because there's a red Maki who's dog shit. She's an SSR, she's dog shit. And she's in the game when it initially releases. I remember I got her and everybody was telling me like, yo, give it up, bro. It's not worth it. And also guys, while I'm talking, you can kind of just look at the gameplay for yourself and see if that's going to be a big enough turnoff for you, because if the gameplay is not going to be a turnoff for you, then I think absolutely 1,000,000,000% you need to play this game. That's going to be the only thing that's going to be a turnoff for you. The graphics at this point, because there is no VPN battle anymore, bro. You are always getting into this game when you need to get into this game. But also the little memory pages as well. Like, I like the memory pages because the memory pages, like, skill pages in VCM were cool in theory, but once they started dropping second iteration of skill pages that replaced the first one, and the second one was, yes, way improved. People still misunderstood what I said when I talked about when I did that shit with Julius. People think I was saying, bro, the skill page isn't just a little bit better. I'm just like, I understand that. I understand what you're saying. It's not a little bit better because of how big of a buff you're getting from it. The reason why I'm saying it's only a little bit better is because the buff is essentially the same thing. So I don't think that it justifies them making a secondary skill page that completely overwrites the money that people spent to get the first one. You see what I'm saying? If it's functionally the same, but the second one does way better, you should have just released the character like that in the first damn place, and then created a system where you could further upgrade the page that people are spending their money on. Oh, a crazy concept. Work on things that people already have. I guess people don't understand that shit. But the pages right here are great because you get them, and obviously you can put skill pages on other characters in BCM, but if the characters aren't the same class as the skill page is meant for, then no, you can't. So it is limited to a certain degree. In this game, you can put any memory on any character, and the memories literally have general effects that you can tap, and they will work with, like, literally if you tap the memory before you tap the character, it adds an additional, the memory scene plays, it adds an additional effect onto the character, and then the character does what they gotta do. And you can put that on any character. Like, they thought very intuitively when they were making this game. Everything makes sense, and everything is low-key simple. Everybody likes, okay, level 1. We're level 1 right now. Very clear though, obviously, because all the characters are like not even up there. I don't even have an SSR yet. But they thought and created the game in a very intuitive manner. Everything just makes sense. You do this to do this. You do this to do this. You hear that thing about gacha games being not free to play. You hear these thing about gacha games not being like new player friendly because they complicate their system so damn much that it's just hard to follow at a certain point. And as shit as Black Clover Mobile is, their character growth system was really simple, and it basically remained the same. They added, actually no, the global version did a lot of extra shit, added a bunch of extra shit in there. So I think that I thought the global version was shit always. They just be adding extra shit to make it look better, make it look more polished, but it's literally just extra fucking junk, right? But this game, everything to this day, when I log into it, is still the same as far as I know. And I do want to reiterate, there are a lot of YouTubers making videos on JJK Phantom Parade right now, but if you truly want actual legitimate information, you should probably just watch Lord Slug. Like I said, he's played the game the entire time, because there are people who, and I don't bold claim, I'm just somebody, I'm sorry y'all, I'm somebody who likes for people to have content from people who care about the content they are talking about. And what does caring look like? Playing the game, even though you know it's not going to get a global version, even though you know, yes, you're getting views, yes, it's popular, but even though you know that as big of a global audience that you typically would get from playing a global gacha game isn't going to come here, because yes, people in a global people on a global sense see games that are just in Japan and they think like, yeah, I want to play that. But people are super lazy and they know that they'll never play that. So if they know that they'll never play it, they'll never look it up. But now that a global version is coming, way more people are going to flood in and look it up. But we didn't know that that was going to happen. When the game first dropped, we were told that that absolutely would not happen. So you need to watch people who are dedicated to the game, because they will give you the most genuine, the most proper, and the most helpful information the quickest. I feel like people are going to be doing like a lot of basic like guide videos, and I'm going to be honest with you, if you take out the words that are specific to JJK Phantom Parade and just say the same thing that they're saying, right? These content creators is gonna be a rinse, wash, repeat script that you can say for any game. Like they're gonna say things. It's weird. People are really good. People when they talk about something in a certain field, they get really good at saying things that are just general knowledge, but making it seem like they learned it from actually experiencing the thing they're talking about. And they don't have to do that at all. Once you've seen a basis of something enough times, you kind of understand how it typically works, but even still, there are little intricacies that make each game different. That's why I say, watch Lord Slug. And I'm not even saying that to like, yo, come watch my channel too, because I'm just like, bro, like I told you, I didn't even translate any of the stuff when I was playing. It was so fun that I was just playing because I know the characters. I can pretty much tell what the hell is going on. You know what? That explains my point, saying like I can literally see the growth of a character because I didn't know what the hell was happening, but I could see how much stronger my characters got when I worked on them, for me doing one little boost here and one little boost there. Also, this thing right here, I just saw it. Oh, is that the little black flash type screen I was talking about? Yeah, it is. Because I had 2 ultimates, I think, right here. I kind of walked over it. Yeah. Right there. So I used Yuji's ultimate. Let's bring it back a little bit. Yuji's ultimate, the Divergent Fist, of course. And then we used Gojo's ultimate, red. Shot it off. And then they come together and they do like their little combo black flash animation. So it does the damage from the first character, the damage from the second character, then it comes together and literally does just like a 3rd layer of extra damage, right? But I love that screen right there. That shit's fire to me, bro. I know y'all might think that shit's lame, and that's cool. You can think that. This isn't me telling you to, or yeah, it is to me just telling you to play. But I'm only telling you to play because you obviously show interest if you're watching this right now. We're talking about this. Come on, chat. Also, I guess the last thing that I'll go off on is, I saw it earlier. I went to the screen where all the like stages where you can grind for are. One thing that I will say, absolutely 100%, and this seems obvious, but no, seriously guys, work on the story mode. Like, what you should be doing in this game, I feel like, and I could be wrong, but from my experience, what worked best for me was pushing as far in the story as I can, and then going around and doing all the supplementary material, supplementary like content. Where I just saw where I was looking at all the like special missions and stuff. But the reason why you want to work on the story mode is because the further you get in the story mode, the more stages you unlock for the materials that you have to use to limit break your sorcerers, or I say limit break, but like you grade your sorcerer up from grade 1 all the way up to, I think the last time I saw, I think the highest grade that I saw was like grade 11, grade 12 or something like that. And they pace how fast they release the grades pretty well, I'd say. I think they have a pretty good, oh, right here, cracked, cool. So this is the grades right here, and this is basically hidden potential, right? And if you're beating story mode, because if I click on this right here, it's going to show me the stages where I can get that material I click on this, or I'm literally clicking on this one. It shows me the materials that I need for this, but I see I only have 3. So if I click this right here, it'll literally show me all the stages that I can get it from, and then I can literally just like farm the stages from this menu. Another thing that's really good about this game, the ease of farming is so wonderful in this game, because I don't even have to back out of this and go into an event. Like, I literally can be right here. Which stage do you want to get this material from? All right, facts. How many times do you want to skip to this? 100 times. All right, cool. I'm still in the character screen, and I just did all that. So that's a really nice quality of life thing. And also, I know they'll treat the global version well, because they're already implementing a lot of stuff that wasn't in the Japanese version early on. So when the game first starts out, there's only going to be 8 grades unless they change that. And also, guys, I will say they oh, dude, look right here. One of those infamous moments, bro. Look. I'm playing the game, and as I'm trying to work on, or as they're giving me a tutorial about Gojo, because I think I just fused in a dupe. Or no, I was just looking over stuff, and then these are the skills. The skill materials aren't that hard to actually are not that hard to farm. So but those will all be videos that come when the game actually comes out in global, so I can actually properly read everything for y'all. But I just saw where I had went in the video. I want to see. So literally right here, as I'm playing, as I'm trying to work on Megumi right here, the game is like, okay, we disconnected. That's the VPN. All right, cool. Now y'all see, I just pulled the bar down and the VPN's not even open anymore. The VPN fucking closed itself. All right, even though the VPN closed itself, I still come back. I still try to get the VPN to work. I get that shit jumping. All right, I come back. Even though the VPN says it's on, it's not working. It takes me a few more tries. I finally get back in the game. Also, guys, a sign that your VPN isn't working. Some of y'all have already probably seen the screen because y'all literally have pre-downloaded the game. But when you open the game and you see that screen that just looks like this, it's literally just the city at nighttime, that means that your game's not actually connected, is not going to let you through. When you hop into the game, what you want to see is that splash page with Fushiguro and Yuji and Obara and all of those the two original characters that they created for this. Also, since they have original characters in this game, I am very curious. Are they gonna do something like Ragnarok? But for this, because I told my friend that they made a JJK gacha game, and he was just like, who are the characters? Everybody's dead. And I was just like, wow, yeah. I mean, everybody's not dead, but I see what you're saying. How are they going to maintain a consistent, like, string of characters? And like, hey, bro, somebody lives at the end. Somebody lives at the end. But nah, dude, I'm so stoked for this to be on Global, dog. Like, when I tell you this game was 100% like A1, and like, hey, yo, peep this also. Every game has achievements, right? And some of the achievements are literally the dumbest shit I've ever heard of. Like in BCM, one of the achievements is to lose in PvP how many times? Like 600 something times? Like, why do you want me to lose 600 times? For merit? That doesn't even make sense. What are the achievements and what is the achievement system in JJK? Literally just working on your characters. Isn't that insane? Isn't that insane? That's arguably better than link leveling in Dokkan. Why is link leveling so great? Because it's a system that boosts your character indefinitely, and all you have to do is play with the character. But why is this better than link leveling? Because when you do a stage, the character levels up. When you put experience potions on a character, they level up. When you grade a character, they level up, and all of those things give you rewards for this. In Dokkan, when you do a stage, your link levels level. Not guaranteed. When you use a link level orb, it's guaranteed, but those are an expensive material. And the link level update came out 9 years into the damn game. Honestly, bro, Bandai's gripping the straws. I'm sorry. Like, Dokkan really don't be doing nothing too crazy. The only reason why Dokkan is still flying around as hard as it is because the love of a Dragon Ball fanboy is strong. A Dragon Ball fanboy's love for Dragon Ball could fuel as an energy source for an entire nation if motherfuckers learn how to do that shit. Like, and it makes no sense. It's obscene. It's obscene, right? They don't even love Dragon Ball for what it did either. They don't even love Dragon Ball because it paved the way for anime in America. They love Dragon Ball just because they legitimately think the story's good as shit. I'm just like, whoa, head scratch. But as I say, if you shitted and the pile of shit looked like Goku, people would buy it. People be like, hey, it's Goku. They don't care about the smell. They don't care about their shit on their hands. It's Goku, bro. So, Dokkan does things that I feel like are like they're low key. Dokkan is going crazy, but I low key feel like Dokkan's still on his last legs because they be adding one little tiny thing here and there, and that sounds crazy for a game that's 10 years old and has no sign of slowing down. But like, even if the game lasts for another 5 years, it could be a shit 5 years. That game I used to play, Brave Frontier, before Dokkan even came out, Brave Frontier, it was dead probably for like 6 years. After the first 3, it was dead for 6 years, and it still was floating. So a game can absolutely be dead and still be sitting around just because of how much funds they've already generated prior to their dead period, to their dead cycle, and also because of crazy fanboys. That's it. The true DT, it doesn't matter if Dokkan says today, hey guys, we're shutting down the game. We was lying to you. We actually do have no idea we actually don't have an idea what we're doing at all for the Global Sync. We're shutting down the game. That man Truth is still gonna spend top dollar on them banners until the game officially fucking closes. Because that's his content now. That's his job now. And then he'll find the next thing. It's okay. But that's what keeps games like that afloat sometimes. So Look at Grand Cross. It's only been out for 5 years. It's definitely in a dead slope. But I'm just like, yo, even still, I had fun with the slime collab, but like, not completely fun because they shit on Rimuru. But we'll talk about that in another video. Dude, I'm all over the place. I talk about so many different damn games in one video. Comment down below and let me know who is your favorite JJK character. Your favorite JJK character actually says a lot about you. If your favorite JJK character is Mei, I might call the police on you. If your favorite if your favorite JJK character is Hikari, then you're probably just a real ass nigga. If your favorite JJK character is like Kusakabe, you're probably just a highly sophisticated individual. Like, it tells me so much. So comment down below and let me know who your JJK character is. And honestly, if you commented on my videos before and you tell me your JJK character, I'm probably gonna look at the character you say, look at one of your old comments and be like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But is there anything else I want to say? Oh yeah, let me try to find that section where I with all the stages where you grind. We gotta do a deep dive search because I was not paying super. Oh wait, could it be here? While I'm looking to get into the story mode. Maybe it was right before this. Come on, YouTube. Speed it up, my boy. I just want to show y'all like the little. I'll find it and then I'll just skip it to me when I found it. All right, guys. This is the story mode right here. This right here is typically where the special events show up. You can see right there, if you finish the whole story mode, you get 1500 kaiju, which is half of a multi. And also they had a little campaign when the game first started. It was like missions that you did over the course of a week, and if you finished the week out, you got a free memory page of Yuji, Nobara, and Fushiguro, and it was the SSR page. And this right here is where you farm those materials. Like, literally, the faster you get through the story mode, the faster you unlock this stuff down here. This is where you farm materials to grade up your sorcerer. This literally looks kind of similar to the stuff that we're looking at on the in Gojo's screen. We're looking at boosting him. This right here is where you farm the materials to get your skill upgrade stones. And this is a little difficult at first, but literally it just takes time and playing the game and understanding how characters work. Because this is the kind of game mode where once you use a character once, you can't use them again. And I don't mean you use them for a fight and then no longer. I mean you use them for a fight and then you go into the next fight and then their health is at the same place that it was. It's kind of like Heroes Arena. Their health is at the same place that it was, and you can still use them, but once they're dead, they're gone. There is no picking them back up. Or once you take them off of your team, there is no putting them back on your team. This right here is literally just farming just like mats for the orange one. I believe is for characters experience. The blue ones are for a page experience. And then this right here, this is called JP. It kind of functions like money would in a game, right? You use this alongside these two orbs right here to boost it. And guys, beat these levels as fast as you can. Like, as soon as you can beat these levels, please do that. Because once you beat this level, not the blue ball, once you beat the red ball level right here on the highest difficulty, you have to get 3 stars to do this, keep in mind. But once you beat the red star one on the highest difficulty, and you can like stack out, because they give you a lot of stamina potions, believe it or not, you can actually stack out your you can get your characters leveled up really fast. You can get 100 runs and just literally just 100 runs the highest stage. You can get a lot of experience on a character just from that. Then this right here, I never really did this. These are like special trials, I think, and they give you points, I believe. Yo, Slug, if you see this video, please confirm for me down in the comments. But I think this is the event that you do where you get those coins you can go and buy. Because I remember Hanami and Jogo were in a shop, and I think this is where you get the currency to buy them from that shop. And I think Hanami was good. And they have domain expansions, of course. So that's another really cool aspect of it. But there is one more thing that I actually thought about, and then I'm gonna go to the pre-registration page on the Bilibili website, just so I can kind of get a little smooth flex on y'all, and then we're done with the videos. I found it. So this right here is going to be on your home screen off to the right side somewhere. You literally can't see it because the borders for the video is a little they're a little weird. But basically, this is another thing that's really a very strong reason why you should be working on leveling up. Pretty much these are all little passive gain things right here. This one right here is going to give you stamina. This one gives you the red orbs for character experience. This one gives you blue orbs for page experience. This one gives you JP, I believe, right? And literally, I just unlocked this one. I think when I got to level 2, I unlocked this one, right? Literally, every level you go up unlocks each one, and then it just goes back over and rewrites and levels up each one until you get these all the way up to level 8. And when you get them all the way up to level 8, they give you really good, they give you a pretty nice little lump sum if you let them sit for the maximum time, and they tell you what the maximum time is, and they go ahead and tell you like what is the most you'll get, so you're not curious, you're not guessing. And literally, if you wait the maximum time, you always guarantee get the maximum like amount. So keep that in mind. Make sure that you're keeping an eye on that too. And then, like I said, I'm going to go over to the pre-registration page to show one thing. Alright, y'all, the only thing that I wanted to show y'all is I got the 10 tickets. I didn't know how early this was out. Like, I saw that man Beats did a 200 ticket summon. I'm just like, bro, what? I didn't know how long this was out, but every time I come back, I only have 2 missions. They only give me 1 ticket a day. I had the 10 tickets that one first time, and then like after that, never again. So I'm gonna do 3 single pulls, but I do want to go ahead and let y'all know right now, I'm kind of chilling. I have 1,000 extra kaiju waiting on me, and this page right here, Unity from top to bottom. This page is like the best page for. There's an SR Yaga who's like a crazy support. He helps to rush characters' ultimate curse techniques or whatever, right? And this is a really good page for him, so I'm super glad that I got this before the game's even out. I'm actually really hype about that. Now let's see if I can't get a character from these 3 summons. But after these 3 summons, man, that's gonna be it for the video. But my answer, absolutely. If you are curious because you're watching this right now. Play the game. Just play the game. If you don't like it and you quit it, that is okay. You don't have to like it, but you have to try it because you are curious. And don't let your curiosity just sit there and like, curiosity killed the cat. Okay, 300 kaiju, don't care. It's so anticlimactic on the website because there's no build up or anything. 600 kaiju, don't care. 1,000 kaiju, I already got that, so I don't really care. Like literally, I can switch to any of these if I want. Like this shows me all the kaijus I've pulled this entire time. I already got the 1,000, so they're gonna give me that for an option. I have not pulled a character at all, and honestly, I was hoping for an SSR character, but I don't really care. I would be fine if they gave me like SR Yaga or SR Shoko to start off, because those 2 are phenomenal SR characters. But guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Please try JJK. If you don't like it, that's okay. Nothing's wrong. The world will not end. But give it a shot. It's your boy DEADMANVINCE, man. I hope y'all enjoy the video. And remember, if you need any real information on JJK Phantom Parade, you can stick with me while I'm learning. Because while I'm learning is when the information is the craziest. The information is varied the most of my mind, you know, to a very complicated degree and a very easy degree. Because I always learn stuff and understand it to a point where I can explain it to other people, whether the person was 80 or the person was 8, right? But also you can watch Lord Slug, man. But yeah, peace out.